And welcome back, race fans, here to Right Rear Racing. I'm your host, Donnie Watts, and tonight we are bringing you the D5 Sim Racing League. These drivers are out there currently doing their... Oh, hit the wrong button there for you. But these drivers are out there currently doing their hot laps with roughly about 3 more minutes left, as the time is now up there on the top left of your screen. We got a good field here. Looks like we're going to have about 10 cars taking on the Eldora Speedway. These guys had about 10 more minutes extra of practice to try to break this track in and make it racy on both the top and the bottom. And so far, Carson Jenkins has gotten the quick time. Right after their practice session here, we're going to go into the qualifying session. And then immediately after the qualifying session, we are going to go to 8-lap heat races, followed by your 40-lap main event tonight. And last week during the broadcast at I-55 here with the D5W Sim Racing League, it was Jared Murphy leading the majority of the race. He was racing with Wright in that 5 machine that you see on your screen now. They're racing side by side, throwing slide jobs back and forth for the first 10 laps, and then something happened, and after that it was Jared Murphy in the 64 leading it from then on out. As we near the conclusion of your practice session here, we have about 2 more minutes. Go ahead and take a moment, go grab you a drink, grab you some popcorn, and get ready for the exciting racing that you're going to see tonight here on Right Rear Racing. And we're reaching that final minute. The track looks like it's going to be racy. Looks like we have a top and a bottom. We're going to look at these drivers in static mode here as they come out of the turn. You see the track kind of wearing off there on the top. And through the turn, it's going to be about a middle line so far. Again, that top is on the entry is kind of slicked off, but that exit is good so far. Come the 40-lap main event, we should see them running the top side and the bottom side as they're working this track in pretty well. Again, thank you for tuning in here on Right Rear Racing. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, hit the like, and also share it with your friends and get more viewers over here on Right Rear Racing. And we are working on getting some merchandise out with any league that we broadcast. Get their logo on the back of the hoodie and a shirt. And that's going to be coming out here soon. So pay attention to the Right Rear Facebook page, as that should be announced there here shortly. That's going to conclude your practice session for tonight. And we are going to go into your qualifying. And Dalton Jones in that 20 machine, he's going to make it out there on the track first as he comes out of the pit road and comes out of turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway. He's trying to get that momentum going as he enters turn number 3. And as he's coming out turn 4, he's trying to get that momentum to keep going. As he's getting the green flag, he goes in turn 1. He's looking about that midline in turn 1. And as he comes out turn 2, he's running that mid, coming up just a little bit as he exit. And he's still running that midline here in 3 and 4. As he's coming out turn number 4, his first lap is going to be a 17:10. And he's the only one making the qualifying run so far as he's down the back straightaway. Entering turn number 3. He's coming out turn number 4. He's going to get his second time here. And his second time is going to be a 17:15. But The 1710 is going to be his best one so far. And he has one more lap around. As he comes out turn number 4, he's trying to get better than the 1710. And this time around, he got a 1699. And right in that 5 machine, he's pulling out on the track as he's coming out the pits and coming down the back straightaway. Jackson is on the track as well in that 22 machine. And you see Wright running that high side in 3 and 4, trying to get that momentum going. As he comes out turn number 4, he's getting the green flag. As he goes in turn 1, he's running that high side. He's playing with the wall. He tapped it just a little bit, so that lap will not count. As he goes in turn 4, he's trying to get that momentum going back again, so that way he has 2 more laps to capitalize on that first lap. And he's running that midline in 1 and 2. As he comes out of the back straightaway and turns 3 and 4, he's going to run that midline again. And Jackson's going to top the leaderboard with a 1681. Here comes Wright in that 5 machine. He's going to get a 1695. He has one more lap around. You see that he's running that bottom side now. He's going to be sitting in your second position. As Carson Jenkins gets a 1682 and goes to second. And Jackson's still the quickest with a 1681. And right here got a 1695 again. Brandon Moe in the 99 machine, he got a 1694 on his first lap. And he's getting that high side going here. As he's coming out of turn 4, his second lap is going to be a 1727. We have John Whittington in that 5 machine. His first lap was a 1712. That's going to tie him with Keith for 7th. So that's going to put him in 8th on that one. Jared Murphy, your winner from last week, he's going to be on the pole with a 1670. And John Whittington got a 1738 his second lap around. We're going to go with the 64 machine as he's coming out turn number 4. And I believe that's his second lap, which is a 1718. He's running that high side there as he's coming down the back straightaway. He's getting it right there, right along the wall, not touching it yet. And John Whittington on his second lap, whenever we backed away from him, he got a 1682. That's going to put him up to 3rd. And Jared Murphy on his 3rd and final lap was a 1673. And you see he made contact with the outside wall there. Brandon Moe has already qualified, I believe. That's everyone's qualifying for tonight's heat race. And we can take a look at the results there. Is Jared Murphy, Carson Jenkins, Jackson, John Whittington, and Brandon Moe rounding out your top 5. Right in the finishing 6th, Danny finishes 7th, Dalton Jones in 8th, and Keith finishes 9th. And heat race number 1 is gridding up now. And as they grid up, it's going to be the 64 of Jared Murphy. On the pole, on his outside, it's going to be the 22 of Jackson. Inside row number 2, we have Brandon Moe in the 99. On his outside is a 183 of Danny. In row 3, we have Keith in that 6 machine. And on his outside is going to be Mason Walton. As you see them now, they are gridding up. It's going to be a 5-car field for heat race number 1 as Mason Walton is not going to make the call. I believe Mason Walton is actually one of the admins here. As we have 64 of Jared Murphy leading the field down the back straightaway. And the pace truck lights are off. We should be going green as they come out of turn number 4, if I'm not mistaken. And I was mistaken there as the pace truck did not pull in turn number 4. And these drivers are getting the rolled up green flag. They're going to go green flag racing. Next time around, they're going to be led by Jared Murphy in that 64 machine with Jackson in that 22 on the outside of him. Brandon Moe in 3rd, and that 183 of Danny's going to be in 4th, followed by the 6 of Keith as they come down the back straightaway. They're entering turn number 3 waiting for that start zone and that pace truck to pull off. And the pace truck pulled off the 64, hitting that lob pedal. He's going to get a good jump here as they go down the front straightaway in turn number 1. Brandon Moe's going to look down low. He's going to coming from third, and he's going to be battling out with the 64 of Jared Murphy as they come down the back straightaway. They're coming out of turn 4. It's going to be the 64 of Jared Murphy leading lap number 1, and that's my mistake on not getting the tower there for you. As the 64 led lap number 1, the 99 to Brandon Moe, he's going to be sitting second. He's getting that bottom side going there as they come down the back straightaway once again. And in turn number 3, it's still the 64. The 22 is hard on the heels of the 99 as they come out turn number 4. Can anyone catch the 64 machine of Jared Murphy? As Brandon Moe is still sitting in second, holding off the 22 of Jackson as they go in turn number 3 once again. The 22 is running just half a car length down lower than the 99 machine. Here we go, looking for a slide job with the 22, looking down low in turn number 1. He's going to try the slide job. He's not going to clear it. They're going to be running side by side, exiting 2, going down the back straightaway. The 99 got the high side going, and they enter turn number 3. We're halfway through this time around as they're getting across flags. It's still going to be Jared Murphy since the drop of the green, Brandon Moe in second, and the 22 of Jackson's in third. And we're following along with the 99 of Brandon Moe as he's half a car length, full car length down below the 64 of Jared Murphy as they come out turn number 4. He's trying to find something, get some momentum here to make a pass on the 64 machine. As he entered a little bit higher there, he's going to go down low and it's turn number 3. He's going to do a slide job there and enter in turn 3. Is he going to clear it? He hit the outside wall. Here comes Jared Murphy looking down low. He's going to cross him back over. He's going to maintain the lead as we have 2 laps remaining. With that happening, the 22 of Jackson's coming in and reeling him in as well. And I'm trying to find a better angle for you here as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to be side by side taking the white flag. And at the line, it's going to be the 64 of Jared Murphy leading the field. Brandon Moe, he's throwing another slide job here in turn 1 and 2. 64 of Jared Murphy's trying to do a crossover. They're going to go to turn 3 side by side. And here comes Jared Murphy throwing a short slider. And they're coming out turn 4. Jared Murphy's going to take the win with Brandon Moe in that 99 machine finishing second. And Jackson in the 22 rounding out your top 3. And that was already an exciting heat race. And we have one more heat race to go. As Keith in the 6 machine finishes 4th. And Danny rounds out your field in that 183. And heat race number 2, we have Carson Jenkins in that 62 machine. He's going to start on the pole. John Whittington in the 05 machine. He's on his outside. We have Wright in the 5 machine starting inside row number 2. On his outside is going to be Dalton Jones in the 20 machine. And rounding out the field is going to be Trevor McCoy in the 00. And if you want, go ahead and get in the chat on both Facebook and YouTube and let me know who you're cheering on. As Carson Jenkins in that 62, he's hitting that start zone. He's hit that lob pedal. He's ready to go. He's going to get a good jump here, leading us into turn number 1. The 5 of Wright. He's looking down low as everyone else goes up high. And we're coming out turn number 2. The 05 of John Whittington is going to get a good run. And Dalton Jones in that 20 machine, he's going to get a good run off of him as well. We're going to be coming out turn number 4. The first lap is going to be led by Carson Jenkins as we have a battle for second between John Whittington and Dalton Jones as they come out turn number 2. The 20 machine slid up. He almost made contact in the left rear quarter panel of the 5W of John Whittington. And we're going to go down the front straightaway. The 5 of Wright has worked his way to the top side. He's going to try to make a pass here for third as they come down the back straightaway. It's going to be the 62, the 05, and the 5 for your top 3 as they come out turn number 4. As we're starting the 4th lap, the next lap around, they're going to see the cross checker flags as the 5. We're going to go back there to Wright in that 5 machine. He made contact with the outside wall. And Dalton Jones, he got collected up back there. So we're going to go back up here to the front. They just got the cross flags. That's where halfway as they're coming out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Still led by Carson Jenkins in that 62 machine. John Whittington in the 5W. He's going to be sitting second. And the 5 of Dana Wright is in third. And the 62 of Carson Jenkins is coming out turn number 4. He's getting the popsicle sticks as we have 2 more laps remaining. He's running that high side in 1 and 2. We're going to go back here to John Whittington and see if Dana Wright has reeled him in just a little bit. And coming out turn number 4, once again, led by the 62 of Carson Jenkins. He's getting the white flag as we have one more time around. And I'm watching the gaps between John and Dana as on the screen. You're not missing any action back there. As the 62 goes in turn number 3, he's going to be coming out turn number 4 and looking for the checkered flag and winning heat race number 2, followed by John Whittington and Dana Wright. And I missed the gap there. That's on me as these guys were racing it out there. And rounding out the field is going to be Dalton Jones. And that's going to complete heat race number 2. It's Carson Jenkins, John Whittington, Dana Wright, and Dalton Jones. And we're going to go straight into our 40-lap main event tonight. And the 40-lap main event on your pole is going to be the 64 of Jared Murphy. On his outside is going to be the 62 of Carson Jenkins. Inside row number 2 is going to be Brandon Moe in the 99. John Whittington is going to be on his outside in the 05. Inside row number 3 is going to be the number 22 of Jackson. On his outside is going to be the 5 of Dana Wright. Inside row number 4, we have Keith in the 6 machine. And on his outside is Dalton Jones in the number 9. I believe Dalton Jones is actually in the number 20. And rounding out the field is going to be Danny in the 183, as both Trevor McCoy and Mason Walton are not going to make the call. We have 9 cars. We're ready to duel it out here and see who's going to win Eldora Speedway here as they take on 40 laps. I think these drivers are ready to go. I see the pace truck lights off. The 64 of Jared Murphy is going to be leading us to the green. And with their gapped out, I'm not for sure if they're going to actually go racing. I just seen the pace truck lights off. I thought we were going to go. And they're getting the 1 to green as they're going to go green flag racing. Next time around, the field is going to be led by Jared Murphy in that 64 machine with the 62 of Carson Jenkins on his outside. Brandon Moe and Jared Murphy, they put on one hell of a race for your heat race number 1. And now we have all 9 drivers on the field, and this should be a very interesting race as we go in turn number 3. And Jared Murphy's going to hit that lob pedal. He's going to get a good jump here. He's going to lead the field down the front straightaway as they go in turn number 1. Jared Murphy's going to look down low. Carson Jenkins going to high side. Got a chance to make it 5 wide or 3 wide. Sorry, there I was looking at 5 car as the 99 is still looking down low, and the 62 is running high side. Brandon Moe's getting that bottom side going as they come out turn number 4. They're still battling out here for second between your 62 and the 99 as the 62 just slides up a little bit too hard there. And Brandon Moe's going to get it as they come out turn number 4. The 62's trying to run the same line as the 64 as they enter and just ride it up higher. And coming out turn number 4, it's still going to be the 62 at the line. He's going to maintain your second position. Again, on your screen is your battle for third or second with the 99 and the 62. But here comes the 62. He's trying to do a slide job on the 64 of Jared Murphy. That's going to be a battle for your lead as Jared Murphy tries to do a crossover. We have a new leader on lap number 3. That's the 62 machine of Carson Jenkins. And Jared Murphy tries to slide job in 1 and 2. This is again battle for your lead between the 62 and the 64. Coming out turn 4, the 62 is still going to lead it. And I don't know what happened to the 99 machine of Brandon Moe. right there as he just exited my screen. This is your battle on the screen between the 62 and the 64. I believe Brandon Moe might have had some internet connection issues and dropped it there. So Jackson in that 22 machine is going to be sitting in second. And as soon as I say that, we have a yellow flag coming out. As we take a look at it, we're going to go on board and follow Dana Wright in that 5 machine. As they enter the turn, you see Jackson, Jackson, Keith, Dana, and Danny, as Dana had nowhere to go, and the first caution of the night comes out. And the field is still led by the 62 of Carson Jenkins, followed by the 64 of Jared Murphy. The 22 of Jackson's going to be sitting in third, and John Whittington will round out or be fourth, and Keith and 6 machine will round out your top 5. Dana Wright is going to be sitting 6th, and Dalton Jones is going to be sitting 7th. Again, I believe Brandon Moe had some internet connection issues and dropped as he came into turn number 3, and that's why he's no longer on the track anymore. So we have 8 drivers left. I believe we are ready to go. Green flag racing. And they're waving that start off as they're going to pace one more time around. I believe they're still waiting on one to come out of the pits. I believe that's Brandon Moe coming out of the pits. Yes, it's Brandon Moe joining the field on the rear. And it shows that he's 2 laps down. Oh. And he's trying to get his wave around, and he made contact with the 62 of Carson Jenkins. As they're led by Carson Jenkins, that 62 machine. As they go down the back straightaway, they're picking up the pace just a little bit. They're ready to get going. And he's hitting that loud pedal. He's going to get a good jump here. The 22 of Jackson, he's going to follow suit. That inside lane on that restart got the better end of the deal, as the 62 of Carson Jenkins is going to lead us on the high side of 1 and 2. The 22 of Jackson is going to be sitting second, followed by the 64 battling it out with the number 6 of Keith. As they come out to turn number 4, that's still the 62, 22, and the 64 running the high side. That's going to be your top 3. And Keith in that 6 machine, he's running down low in turn 1 and 2, as all these drivers are kind of running mid. And as I say that, I believe that is John Whittington on the high side of 1 and 2. Or I'm sorry, 3 and 4. Jared Murphy looks down low. And he made a move there on your second place position in turn 1 and 2. He's going to take over your second. And it's going to be Carson Jenkins, followed by Jared Murphy and the 22 of Jackson. And Jackson goes in a little bit hot in turn 1 and makes contact with the left rear quarter of the 64 of Jared Murphy. These drivers are going to be side by side. We have a caution flag coming out. As we are a quarter of the way done with your main event tonight. And thank you, Mike, for giving the stream a like, buddy. And as we're following along here, it's going to be Carson Jenkins still at the at P1. P2 is going to be 64 of Jared Murphy. The 22 of Jackson is going to be sitting in third, followed by the 6 of Keith. And I seen the number on the top earlier, and I believe I called him number 9 just by seeing the top number. We have Dana Wright sitting in 5th, Danny in 6th, and Dalton Jones in that 9 machine 7th. John Whittington in the 05. He's going to be 8th, and Brandon Moe rounds out the field as we're ready to go green flag racing. As we're in turn 3, the 62 is going to get a good jump here. The 64, he's going to try to pinch off that low line as they go in turn number 1. It's going to be the 62, 64, 22, and here comes Dana Wright in that 5 machine. Battle looking down low. We got a battle for your second place position between the 22 and the 64 as they go in turn number 3. And again, we are only 10 laps down in this event and make that 11 laps now as the 22 and the 64. They're going to be side by side. The 22 is looking for a cross or slide job as the 64 looks for a crossover, and they're coming down the back straightaway. Jared Murphy's going to get a good gap here. Here comes Dana Wright in that 5 machine. He's going to look and try to make a move and battle it out for a podium position with the 22 of Jackson as they come in turn number 1. He's running that low side, and Jackson's running a little bit higher. Jackson's trying to reel in the 64. He's looking down low in turn number 3, and the 64 is looking high. As we're coming out turn number 4, the 64 has that momentum. He's going to maintain your second position, and the battle's on the screen now for the second position between the 22 and the 64, and the 22 just did a slide job. 64 did the crossover. We're going to turn number 3. We're still battling it out between the 64 and the 22, and Dana and Danny are both sitting there watching this and hoping that one of these drivers make a mistake so that way they can make a move up to the front and get in that podium position. As these two drivers are battling it out, Carson Jenkins in that 62 machine, he's kind of walking away from the field just a little bit. As they come out turn number 4, the 22 of Jackson, he's going to be hot on the 64's heels. They go in turn number 1. As we are 15 laps down in this event, we have 5 more until we get the halfway point, and the race is already heating up already. As they're coming out turn 4, the 22 is looking down low in front straightaway. He's setting it up for a slide job in turn 1. Here goes the slide job. 64 is going to do a crossover once again. As they come out turn number 2, the 64 is going to maintain that second position, and they're going turn 3. They make a little bit of contact, and we got one over the. Those two drivers were running hard. And I hate to see that, and I know those drivers hate to see it as well. And that's going to bring out the caution. We're going to look at it once again, and we're going to be in the chase view. And that was the wrong person. We're going to chase view of the 64 machine here. As you see, he did a crossover there on the back straightaway, and then he just got tagged in that left quarter panel. And then the 22 goes over the top of his hood, and that's going to bring out the caution for this one here as we are 17 laps down. It's still going to be the 62 of Carson Jenkins on the point. On outside of him is going to be Dana Wright in that 5 machine. The 183 of Danny will be in third. The 20 machine of Dalton Jones will be in fourth. The 6 of Keith will round out your top 5. Brandon Moe, he's back on that lead lap. He's ready to come make a charge as he's sitting in 6th. And Jackson is in 7th, and John Whittington is in 8th. We're waiting for Jared Murphy to get his. As you see, he's still in the pits. Again, the field is going to be led by Carson Jenkins in that 62 machine. And as we complete the next 3 laps, we're going to reach the halfway point as we have 23 laps left in this event. As long as they don't wave it off. They got the rolled up green flag. Looks like Jared Murphy's joined the tail end of the field. The 62 of Carson Jenkins is still going to be leading the field to the green as they come out turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. The 5 of Wright is on his outside. Danny is right behind him in that 183. all these drivers are ready to challenge Carson Jenkins. And Carson's going to hit that lob pedal. He's going to get a good jump here. Here comes the 5 machine. He's going to get a good one as well. He's going to look down low as Wright looks down low in turn 1 and 2. They're going to be side by side, exiting 2. But the 62 just has that momentum coming off the turn. Again, we're going to look at it again as they come out for it. Still the 62 getting the high side momentum going. But the 5's being consistent down low as he's getting something going here. And as soon as I say that, the 20 machine of Dalton Jones, he's battling it out here behind Wright in that 5 machine. It's the 183 and the 20 machine. They're battling it out for third. And the 20 machine is going to take over your third place position as he's rolling the high side in. And they're coming out turn number 4. They're getting the cross flags as we're halfway through with this main event. The 62 of Carson Jenkins, followed by Wright in that 5 machine, and Dalton Jones in the 20 machine. Here comes Brandon Moe back hard on the charge as he's battling out with Dalton, or I'm sorry, that's Danny. As they come out turn number 4, the 99 is still looking down low. The 183 is up high. The 20 machine is changing his line, and he's going down low. And here comes the 22 machine. He's back up there on the prowl again. We're going to go back up here, or this is your battle for 4th, and there's no battle going on anywhere else. As the 183 looks high, he's going to get that momentum coming out turn number 2. And the 20 machine was already cutting him off here. Here comes the 99. As the 183 is on the outside wall, the 99 is going to take over your 4th position. He's going to battle that with Dalton Jones in that 20 machine as they go in turn number 1. He's looking down low. And here comes the 183 of Danny back on the prowl. The 20 machine hits that outside wall, and Brandon Moe is going to be your third place. Be in third place now. The 22 of Jackson, he's moved up to the top 4 as Brandon Moe reels in Dana Wright in that 5 machine, which is second, followed by Carson Jenkins, currently your leader. And on your screen, you have the 99 and the 22. That's going to be Brandon Moe and Jackson. They're trying to battle it out for third. And as soon as I say that, the 22 goes up high. And Dalton Jones and that 20 machine, they're going to be battling it out for 4th as we take a look on with these 2 drivers. You see Brandon Moe's running that middle lane there. He's trying something here. It looks like in 1 and 2, he's running the high side. And about middle of the track in 3 and 4. And as soon as I say that, here comes the 22. And he goes up to the 99, goes up high, exiting the turn. And it looks like he's trying to set him up. Set up Dana Wright in that 5 machine to make a pass here for the 5th, or for your 2nd place. And I'm saying the 5th because I'm looking at his car number 5. And we're going to have a caution flag come out. And that's going to be on Danny in the 183. As we watch the 183 get on the high side, he's letting her dig up there, letting her rip, and he makes contact with his right rear quarter panel on the outside wall and flips her over. And I know Carson did not want to see that caution come out, and Dana Wright didn't want to see it either. As right behind them is going to be Brandon Moe and Jackson. And then we have Dalton Jones in that 20 machine, and Jared Murphy's back on the prowl as he's sitting in 6th. As we have 12 more laps remaining in this 40-lap main event. And we've had some good racing, battling out for the lead, battling for 2nd, and battling for 3rd. And they've been battling everywhere else on this track, but what I've been bringing you on the screen is the battles for the lead, battles for 2nd, and battles for 3rd, majority of the race. As they're getting the road up green flag, they're ready to go racing next time around. They're going to be led by the 62 machine of Carson Jenkins. Dana Wright is going to be in that 5 machine on his outside. And we just got waved off as we're not going to go green flag racing. as I believe all the drivers are back on the track. We're going to go green flag racing next time around with the 62 still leading us of Carson Jenkins. On his outside is going to be Dana Wright in that 5 machine. The 99 of Brandon Moe is going to be right behind the 62. And on his outside is going to be the 22 of Jackson. And don't count out the 20 machine of Dalton Jones or the 64 of Jared Murphy. And we also have John Whittington, Keith, and Danny riding out the field as they come in turn number 3. The 62 machine is waiting for that start zone, and he's hitting that loud pedal. He's ready to go. The 5 machine is going to close the door on Brandon Moe down low as they come in down the front straightaway. Here comes the 5 machine looking down low. We're going to be 3 wide there just for a little bit. As we take a look back here, the 5 machine is going to be sitting in second. Jackson and Brandon Moe, they're battling out for third as the 24, or I'm sorry, that's the 64 running the high side. The 22 machine is going to look down low. Now he's coming out high. He's in 1 and 2 as he's still above Brandon Moe in that 99 machine. Jackson in that 22 is trying to reel in the 5 of Dana Wright. And here comes the 64 down low. He's going to battle with Brandon Moe in that 99 machine. That's going to be your battle for fourth between those two drivers. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. We can throw a blanket on all of them as they come down the back straightaway. And we have 10 laps remaining in this event. Here goes the 22 looking down low of Dana as they come in turn number 3, come down turn number 4. Dana in that 5 machine, he's going to get momentum on the outside and maintain your second position. The 22 machine, he made contact with the outside wall. Here comes Brandon Moe. He's going to battle it out as they come in turn number 3. He's going to look down low. And as he looks down low, we're going to be 3 wide just for a little bit. And come down turn number 4, it's still going to be the 22 with Brandon Moe hot on his heels and at his door. And as I'm saying that, here comes Jared Murphy in that 20 machine. They're both battling it out here. And they're down the back straightaway. Here comes the 64 trying to make a move on Brandon Moe. That's going to be your battle for fourth. And they're coming out turn number 4. The 99 of Brandon Moe is still going to maintain the 4th position. 64 of Jerry Murphy, he's going to be sitting in your 5th position. And going back up here to Dana Wright in that 5 machine. Here goes the slide job or crossover move by the 22 of Jackson. They're going to be side by side coming out turn number 4. That high side just has way too much momentum coming out turn number 4. Here goes the slide job by the 22 machine, and we have a crossover by Dana Wright as they come out turn number 2. Down the back straightaway is still holding on to your second position. It's going to be the number 5 of Dana Wright. And as all this action is going on, these drivers have caught Carson Jenkins as Jackson looks for a 2-for-1 special, and he does a high side. Here comes Dana looking down low. We're going to be side by side for the lead between the 62 and the 5 as we near the last 5 laps of this event. The 5 machine of Dana Wright, he's looking down low. We're going to be side by side. We can throw a blanket on these top 4 drivers as they enter turn number 1. As we're coming down the back straightaway, it's going to be the 62 of Carson Jenkins. The 22 is on the high side. He's getting that momentum going, and he's going to secure your second position. As they come down turn number 4, he's going to look down low now. I thought he was going to look down low as soon as I thought that Carson Jenkins was closing the door there and turn number 1. The 5 machine of Dana Wright and the 22 of Jackson, they're leaning on each other as they go in turn number 3. They're coming out turn number 4. They have 2 more laps around the track here to figure out who's going to win this ordeal. As the 5 machine looks down low, the 22 is getting the high side going, and we're still battling it out for your second position between the 22 and the 5 machine as they come out turn number 4. And Carson Jenkins is going to get the white flag this time around. I thought Jackson maybe got Carson at the line. As Jackson's going to make a pass on the back straightaway, we have a wreck here as they go in turn number 3. The 64 machine, it's going to be the 22 of Jackson winning it, followed by the 99 of Brandon Moe and Dana Wright. Rounds out your top 5. We're going to go back and take a look at what happened there. As we take a look at your 62 machine, Carson Jenkins, you see where Dana Wright and Jerry Murphy got into it, and then they made contact with Carson Jenkins. We're going to go take another look at it again, and that's going to show the move that the 22 machine does right there on the outside. He got her digging right up there on the high side. And that's going to be your pass of the night made by the 22 of Jackson. And again, all these results are unofficial here on Right Rear Racing, as all results are live. The Discord for the D5W Sim Racing League, we'll have the official results. Your winner tonight is going to be the 22 of Jackson. And finishing second is going to be the 99 of Brandon Moe. In third is going to be Dana Wright in that 5 machine. Jared Murphy in the 64 is going to finish fourth. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Dalton Jones in the number 20 machine. The 183 of Danny is going to finish 6th. Keith in the 6 machine will finish 7th. Carson Jenkins, who led majority of your race tonight, he's going to finish 8th, and that's the 62 machine. And then rounding out your 9-car field tonight is going to be John Whittington in the 05. Again, thank you for joining Right Rear Racing here tonight on your Monday evening. I hope you enjoy the races, as these drivers put on one hell of a show for you, as the top 5 drivers were all stacked up there ready to go, and it came down to the last lap as Jackson made a move on the outside and passed Carson Jenkins for the lead. Again, thank you for joining in here on Right Rear Racing. You can catch us again live on Thursday night, and I believe that is at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will have the live link ready to go over on YouTube, and we will share it again on Facebook. Again, if you're just now watching this after it's over with and everything, go ahead and give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. It's greatly appreciated. Stay tuned here on Facebook on the Right Rear Racing page, as we have some interesting news dropping within the next week or two, and you'd want to be a part of that. So join in there. Again, thank you for joining in here on the Right Rear Racing page tonight, and hopefully you have a good night.